Welcome back to another episode of the Retro Anime Junkies. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about another classic for you guys, which is Hellsing. And no, we're
Yes.
not talking about Hellsing Ultimate. No, we're talking about Hellsing, the 2001 version, which I got my notes handy here. So basically, the 13 episode Hellsing that ran from 2001 to 2002, which was
Mhm.
adapted from basically the character settings were from the original Hellsing manga, but the story itself was slightly different.
Yeah.
So yeah, so just getting straight into it, my guy Forbes, straight
Hold on.
into
Let
it.
me ask you something. Is
Hmm.
Ultimate a little bit different than the original?
Ultimate is a little bit more different because the 2001 version of Helsing, which is my favorite, is it's a lot more serious. Like really, there's no jokes or anything. You genuinely feel like people are in danger.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah. Yeah.
Helsing Ultimate it has moments where like you might see Police Girl and a few other people where sometimes when they do that animation where it looks like there's a gag going on kind of
Yeah.
thing. There's a
Yeah.
lot more of that. And then Helsing Ultimate had the German guy that kept calling Sir Integra me my Fraulein, and I hated that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
I hated that
Yeah.
motherfucker so much. So that's why I like Helsing the 2001 version, because it's just pure stakes, like you genuinely feel it. But coming to you folks, like your thoughts, Helsing, like when you think about Helsing, what kind of thoughts do you have about the series as a whole?
Honestly, I just think about an OP main character, bro. Like, bro, Alucard, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. Like to see his hunger for someone strong, so he can actually put his skills out there. Like I love OP main characters, bro. Like I don't care how they got that strong. Like most of the time, it's just their background, like that you get from the beginning. Sometimes you like, okay, I know why he's this strong, so it's no reason for you to tell me why he got this strong. Because some people will question stuff like, "Come on, man, he has to have a weakness type stuff." Maybe it's some people that just don't have weaknesses, bro. Like it is what it is. But I feel like Alucard, man, is what really drew me to it as a kid. Cause at first, bro, I grew up in a religious house, a religious household. So if I ever thought about trying to bring any of that in my house, bro, my mom would have instantly be like, "Yo, get this demonic stuff out of my house right now." So I always had to go out and sneak. So I was always curious to go look at it, and then I finally looked. I'm like, "Yo, this is actually dope. Like this is totally opposite what she thinks it is." But
Yeah.
that's actually Helsing is in like one of my, I think it's in my top 10, honestly. And I like Ultimate too. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Wow.
I actually own the deluxe version of the Ultimate. Like I have that, but I prefer the original though for the aesthetics. Like color scheme, it's not as colorful as Ultimate, which I get that. You know what I'm saying, that early anime vibe that I always love, like I said, like an Outlaw Star or Tenchi Muyo or whatever the case might be. Like I don't know what it is about those colors that they used back in the day. It's like a dull color, but it's not as colorful, but it is.
Yeah.
Like I love that aesthetic.
No, I appreciate that because I think back in the day that dullness it was done with purpose. It wasn't just dull for the sake of it just being dull. There was
Yeah,
a It added an extra layer on it. So I do understand that. And I think as you kind of touching upon Alucard, yeah, in terms of him just wanting that strong match, I think there was one of the vampires that he fights later on in the series where he basically is doing these mind games against the Alucard. Basic, what I mean?
yeah,
It's like you're trying to do mind games against the king of all mind games, right? And obviously,
exactly.
Alucard's playing along a little bit, making it seem like, oh yeah, he's being affected. And then when he starts unleashing himself, like
Yeah,
you really like. like he really lets go and starts to overwhelm that guy, and you really kind of see that, as you said, like
And the
he
guy
really
get
just wants
the
a
guy gets
match.
scared. Yeah, the
Yeah,
guy gets
yeah.
scared,
He just
bro.
wants a match, and he gets so disappointed. He's like, "Oh, I thought you might give me a challenge," and this
He
guy's
said,
whimpering,
bro,
completely
yeah, bro.
whimpering.
But look, the thing about him though, when he was going through the mansion, right? You thinking like, okay, bro, I actually made a reel with that guy, and it went viral, and it
Hmm.
actually got probably like over 15,000 views. So basically, what I put on the caption was, when you're down for a fade but don't want to stain the drip. I don't remember in the original if he actually like did he have a cigarette in his mouth in the original?
Do you mean Alucard or the guy that he was fighting?
The guy he was fighting, the guy in the all white.
No, I because he was dripped out in white, but he never.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
and I think he had glasses on, but he never had a cigarette on. I think
Okay.
yeah, he never had a cigarette at all.
Now, that's one part from Ultimate that I love. So he had a cigarette in his mouth, but you know how he was moving fast, teleporting and slicing everybody up basically. But every time you see him move, you can just see the cigarette moving across the whole screen and stuff, right? And
Right.
then he'll slice them up. Bruh, he's literally dodging the blood so he won't get no stains on his clothes and stuff, bro. So
Yeah.
it's just hilarious. It's a hilarious scene. But to actually like see him try to fight like Alucard, which he was giving him, like you said, Alucard was basically luring him in, trying to get him, bait him on. And once he found out that he was weak the whole time, he said, "You know what, bro? I'm just gonna turn you to dog food and just
Yeah.
devour
Cool.
him,
Like,
devour
can
him
you?
whole." I said, "Wow,
Yeah. He had him on strings the whole time, but
yeah, yeah."
he gave him a chance to make it seem like he actually stood a chance himself. And then when you kind of think about Alucard, when did you figure out that Alucard is actually backwards for Dracula?
What? Now that I'm
You
looking at, wow,
star. I only found that out this year. That
bruh.
yeah,
So, so,
yeah,
so, so that's the reason. So I know we're on Helsing.
yeah.
So that's the reason why he named his son that then in the actual Castlevania in the Castlevania series then.
Huh.
Because his son is Alucard though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his son with the blonde hair. So wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that, bro. I'm like
I
now that I'm actually looking at it, I'm like, oh shoot, bro.
Yeah, I found out this year. I found out this year.
Well,
It was
I just found out now.
yeah. Alucard is backwards for Dracula. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
And then
crazy.
kind of like with with the whole concept of Helsing is that it is Helsing is a special British intelligence
Mm-hmm.
special force itself that fights against certain things, if you will, and it is run by Integra Helsing, um, you know,
That's
and
my girl right there.
along with Walter, her butler, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So like talking about Integra, or eventually being called Sir Integra Helsing, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. There was just always something about her where I was like, I wanna clap them cheeks, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Bro, it's because she's a strong woman, and bro, she keeps him
you
in line though.
you know what I mean? I was thinking, yo, bro. Like
Yo,
I
and
have
like,
this one friend, bro. She knows about how I just love Sir
hmm
Integra. I was like, I ain't even into that kind of stuff, but I just like Sir Integra like that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, just overall, what were your thoughts on like just obviously like Sir Integra, Walter, and then just the whole Helsing organization as a whole?
Well, with her, like, it's 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 like she has him on a loose leash, you know, I would say. But you see when she got serious though, like she was like, "Hey, look, bro, you doing a little too much. Remember who's in charge.
Hmm.
Remember that." But the whole Helsing organization, of course, they don't really trust her per se, or they always try to give her feedback, and she's a female, so they try to give her feedback and stuff. But I feel like she has the strongest weapon in her arsenal under her finger. I would say. So, and me, when I think about butlers, bro, I never sleep on butlers, bro. In nothing. Like butlers they always have hands, bro.
Yeah.
They always have hands. Like prime example, was it Hunter x Hunter that they had the butler had hands?
Yes.
The butler and ReZero, come to find out he's the strongest swordsman ever.
Hmm.
Um,
Black Butler.
Black Butler, the whole thing about that, bruh. Whole time I learned something new about Alfred from Batman. Like he's actually a trained assassin. Like, and that's crazy. Like, yeah. His younger age, Pennywise, he was the actual trained assassin, bro, and he's actually nice. Like, like when well, we're not gonna go on to that right there. We're gonna go straight stick to Hellsing. But the whole organization is I feel like it's kind of well put together. But I feel
Yeah.
like if Hellsing if Alucard really wanted to take over, he could honestly.
Yeah.
But But I don't know. It's like a game that he's playing with everybody. You might well say.
Yeah, there's always a game because I think was it in Ultimate where they I think it was Ultimate, or was it one of the OVAs? I'm not too sure. Where they kind of go into a little bit of details of about how Integra found Alucard because
Yeah, yeah.
the I think was it her uncle after her dad died what thought he
Mm-hmm.
was going to take over the Helsing organization, but it actually ended up being given to Integra. So he
Yeah.
wanted to kill her, and she was hiding around the mansion through the vents and everything. And then
Mm-hmm.
she eventually finds her way into the secret lair where she finds Alucard, who's in a
Yeah.
straight jacket. And then I don't remember. I
I
don't
think
remember.
he chooses her or something. He was like, I'll do your bidding if you let. I don't think it was about letting him free. I think,
Hmm.
but he didn't trust the uncle. I guess whatever the case might be at all. He was like, I'm not serving you, bro. He said, I'll serve her
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but he said it in a comedic, you know what I'm saying, comedic type way though. I was like, yeah, bro, this guy's a menace. I guess he felt like he can. I don't know, like he felt like he can probably like manipulate her, but that kind of backfired because
I
that did
mean,
not work at
I
all.
think he could. I
It kind of,
really,
yeah,
I really think he could. But I think there is obviously one of these weird honor amongst thieves. I think because
yeah,
he served her father well, and I
yeah,
think obviously he's just like, okay, cool. If I think he, I think what Alucard is like from what I've gathered is if you're strong mentally, he'll
yeah.
allow you. But once he feels like he can manipulate you and overpower you mentally,
He don't want no power. He
he
don't want no parts
yeah,
with you.
yeah, either he'll just devour you or he just doesn't want nothing with you.
Mm-hmm.
Um and then kind of going back to some additional members in the Helsing organization, we see in one of the is it the first episode of the of Helsing where we have is it Ceres Victoria
Yeah,
who
she became a
whose comrades get
vampiress.
turned into ghouls and everything, and
Yeah,
then she gets injured in the conflict, and then you
that
have
joke is hilarious, bro.
which one?
The joke that they did with her, bro, is just hilarious. Was saying, "Oh, you're a virgin."
Ye-
He said, "You know
yeah,
what? I'm just gonna turn you to the first vampires, you know, what I'm saying, vampires that we didn't have in a long time." So he's like, "Nah, I want this honor of doing this."
yeah.
But they kept on cracking at that joke that she was a virgin. I'm like, bro, ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
There is nothing wrong with that. She was of pure blood. She was of pure blood.
Yeah,
In that analogy, if you will, and then kind of yeah. Then we have during that fight itself, with the vampires, Ceres gets injured, and then that's when Alucard turns her. Then we
Yeah.
kind of see like she's having this struggle of obviously accepting that she's a vampire. She's not really
Mm-hmm.
drinking blood like that, but she's not, she's being a bit annoying. But that's what I'm saying. In the original Helsing, she didn't have these weird comedy moments. She was reluctant to take the blood, but it was more high stakes. Whereas in Ultimate, she just, I don't want to take the blood.
Yeah, yeah. She literally woke up and was like, "Oh, what the hell happened?" And it just went to
Yeah,
goofy mode after that. But yeah, But when she did accept it though, that's when she just started getting addicted to it, and she started going crazy though. At one
yeah,
time, I think that was the ultimate when she started going crazy. He had to calm her down. Her like, "Hey yo, relax."
yeah. But I don't think Integra wasn't very helpful, because there was a time where Integra said, "I command you, like to drink my blood."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. She
yeah.
did.
There was that moment, and then and I think her eyes. That's when her eyes went from blue to red.
Yeah,
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 yeah, and but I ain't gonna lie though, she handy with that cannon, bro.
yeah.
Like,
That's what I was about to say. Like, bro, I think the person was like a mile away or something. I think
yeah,
she still took her legs out. She said, "Don't let him escape." He was like, "I can't, I can't see her." He said, "Bruh, use your vision. Come on, bruh." And when it zoomed in, see, Ultimate had like a different animation for it, so that's
yeah.
why I say I like Ultimate on certain things, especially when it came to the fights. Yeah, Ultimate did his thing on it, bro.
No,
You might want to go back and rewatch it though.
I mean, I've watched Ultimate. I've watched Ultimate before. I tried to rewatch it, and I think like I
You look
got
at it in
to.
Japanese.
No, I watched it in dub.
You try it in Japanese, bro.
All
You
right,
might
well,
get different feel. You might get different vibe from it.
it might be a bit difficult because, like, yeah, like I said, I'm one of those watchers where once my ears hears it in dub,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
it'll
No,
only ever
I
hear
feel
it in.
you.
So it might be a bit difficult, not impossible, but it might be a little bit difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I think then we kind of have what was his name? Bloody Walter the butler, who, as you said, he was, I know you were just saying like butlers are dangerous, underrated,
Yeah,
but like we have. Do you remember there was that episode where those weird vampires, the one that had all the piercings, that was just talking about fucking
yeah, yeah,
bitches,
yeah,
yeah, where they storm the Helsing organization, and
yeah,
Sir Integra and the board, they're stuck in like a meeting
yeah.
room,
Stuck in a
and
room. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, and then, oh, what was it?
he
Yeah,
had some string. Bro, he had some string attack
yeah,
on
he
him.
had some
Like,
street,
yeah.
and I think that's when he was like, I think something happened, and then I think Integra summoned him to come out of retirement, and he was just like, "Oh, it's been a while since I've been in the field."
Oh yeah,
My man
that
starts
dude was
pulling out
scared
the
for his
string.
life, bro. Yeah, dude was
Yo,
scared for his life after that. He was cocky the whole time because he had
yeah,
control of all the ghouls,
yeah,
basically, and trying to send them in. And that whole setup that the butler and Victoria had put together though, because she was waiting for him right there at the end of the hallway with
hmm.
the big ass cannon, like you said, like the cannon just poking out the door, bro. I was like, oh shit, bro. I'm like, yeah, you making me want to go look at this now.
Listen, it's a very good watch, and I
Yeah,
think what was it?
yeah,
And
I
I
got the
think
Blu-ray, matter of fact. Yeah,
I need to pick up the Blu-ray,
bro,
because
but
I
I can't find, bro. You know how hard it is to find a Blu-ray player, bro.
I think not really, because
Well,
um
here it is. They don't sell them in regular stores anymore.
well, no, because PlayStations are built as Blu-ray players.
Mine's just digital.
Frick.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, because
I'm
I've got the
pissed.
disc. I got the disc. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
And I
built.
got I got the first gen one, so you can't add the disc attachment to it. which
Fuming.
stupid. You gotta have the slim version to go ahead and add the attachment to it, which is stupid.
Fuming.
Yeah,
Fuming.
yeah, yeah, bro. I'm pissed.
And then coming, and then like just getting back on the Helsing. Then there was this absolute idiot that I hate. I hated this guy.
Who?
What was
Who?
his name?
Please don't say the priest.
Father Alexander Anderson.
Bro, I like the way they reversed it, bro. They made the church seem evil and and the Helsing organization. Bro, how you just go through quoting scriptures the whole time, bro?
Yeah.
Just putting scriptures everywhere, bro. But that's just honestly, I feel like that's a dope concept though. Like his powers, and
Yeah.
him and Alucard were similar, right,
Yeah.
bro?
But
Like
he was
it was
he
hard to
was
kill both of them.
he wasn't human. He was a I forgot what he was.
Hold on,
But yeah,
I
he
can find
wasn't human. He wasn't a full born human. Like he was altered because there were times where he was catching fades, and this guy is like
Yeah,
twitching his head like he's like by the father this and that, and he's pulling out his blades. But like what he done no, because what he did to Ceres and those people in that building before Alucard swooped in,
yeah,
nah, he was a menace. Like
yeah,
he,
yeah,
like he was
yeah.
an absolute menace. Because as you said, it was one of those situations where, like obviously, like in traditional sense, if people tell you the church is the right and so forth, but
Mm-hmm.
this guy rolled in, and you
Yeah, killed
automatically
everyone,
think,
bro.
yeah,
Didn't
you're thinking,
care.
aren't you supposed to be helping them destroy
No,
these? But he's like, nah,
no,
and he's
nah.
and he's proper going in on them, and he was an absolute. He was, like I said, I hated him, but when it
Yeah,
came to like power and everything, I rated him because
yeah, he was
he
a
he was
beast.
with it. He was with it. Like your thoughts
Cause
on
didn't
Alexander Anderson?
Alucard, but didn't Alucard kill him like, well, he brought himself back to life like twice or something, and they was just
Mm,
going back and forth, just enjoying it the whole time. I was
mm,
like, bro, what is wrong with these crazy folks, bro? Like, I feel like that was Alucard's rival, bro. Like, for the
yeah,
time being, bro. Like, cause Alucard was like, yo, I can't sit here too much longer. He's probably gonna kill me. Like, I need to, like, to
yeah.
have actual, like, to have Alucard like back down from something. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Alexander was a menace. He definitely was crazy. Like, I got crazy vibes off of him. Like, yeah,
But yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. It was the bit where I think what was it where he ends up saying, I like I think as you said, he seemed to. I don't want to say like he was overpowering Alucard because I don't think they were both going full out. It was
yeah. I
one of
don't think
those
I'm
things.
going
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
I
was just
think then
like, let me test your power out.
yeah, and then he just chilled and he was like, "I'm not here from you. You're lucky." The Vatican's just said, "Yeah, you're not. You're. You're not the enemy today." I'll say, and then he just walks off and
Yeah,
he's probably yeah.
I'm
He
like,
was
bro,
really.
what?
Hmm.
Yeah, didn't he have Alucard like hanging up on something when he walked away? I think he was about to kill him, and he was like, "Bro, did he just leave?"
Yeah. But I mean, well, let's just for people that be listening, let's be clear. Alucard weren't gonna die. Like,
Nah, he
I
won't. He won't.
yeah, Alucard was probably. I mean,
Oh,
you know what I mean. Like,
he probably just having fun.
yeah, once you really see as you dive into the series, you really see Alucard. Like, Alucard's bored. That's what he
Yeah.
is. Oh, do you remember when Walter upgraded their weapons and like fucking I swear Alucard like was getting ready to cream himself when he got the Black Magnum
Oh yeah.
gun.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, bro.
he was just
Yeah.
like blessed in three liters of holy water with Magnum bullet.
He was like, "Oh my god, bro." The
He's like,
English
has it been
version is
a
is crazy.
he was like, has it been anointed by the Pope? and then
Yeah.
police go got that big rifle. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
no, no,
I
no.
think that was better than the canon though, because she that took too much time.
Yeah,
But it
yeah,
was effective though. It
it
definitely was
really was.
effective.
Yeah, like it was. John, the thing is, it was really really interesting, and I think because the main story, and forgive me, listeners, like obviously, like look, like we love Helsing amongst many different animes, so there are
Hmm.
things that we're gonna forget, but like the Helsing, the main story was they were trying to find out, they were trying to find, I don't know if it was the guy in white or the one that Alucards end up defeating, because they had these weird chips that were turning people into vampires. So
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah,
weren't
yeah.
sure, how these people are just spawning out of nowhere. But this guy kept, but the main villain just kept, um he just kept like eluding them for so long. And I think it was the guy in white who ends up getting devoured by Alucard. But like I mean, because when you look at it, because I think it is what's it called? I think it is uh Ultimate, where you end up getting that young girl that was a vampire that's like all like bloody white and everything. That's like a small
Yeah, yeah,
girl.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Was that Ultimate or was that normal Hellsing?
No, no, no. I'm actually reading it right now. Yeah, yeah. It was Ultimate.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it
that's
was
when
Ultimate.
that's when she finds that guy, that the guy with the eye patch, where they end up leading that fight
Hmm.
against a couple of the other people on top of the building, that were part of the German guy's unit. But like, yeah, but like but then when you look at Helsing, the original one itself, is this one of these animes that you would say deserves a, I don't want to say a remake, let's just say a reanimation? Like, would you say it deserves, does it need to be reanimated, or is it okay as it is?
I would say it is okay as it is
Mm,
because honestly, I know you don't like Ultimate, but Ultimate covers the full manga story. As when in the original 2001 version, it skips around a little bit. I would say
yep.
I feel like the pacing in the first one was kind of off somewhat, but it was still good
Yeah.
because I didn't read the manga until after because matter of fact, yeah, I looked at the first one and then I started reading the manga and then I was like, oh, they came out with Ultimate. Like, oh, let me go buy this then. So I bought it when it came out with the Blu-ray version. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get this, and it literally followed panel for panel. Like
Mm,
honestly, Ultimate, like it literally followed panel for panel. So would I love to see a remake? Yeah, 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 yeah. I definitely would. But I feel like it's good as is though right now. Like it is what it is for that. Like some stuff just don't need to be touched because you know they'll dumb it down so much, and
yeah.
especially with the way society is now, like some of the stuff that was in that, they're probably like, yeah, I don't think we could put this out right here. Like, I don't
No, no, no.
know. Yeah,
I agree, and I think where it is with Ultimate, for me, is Ultimate, from what I've watched, is great. I think take out the humor, because I
yeah,
just feel like I've always just felt Helsing was one of those things where, bro, you are part of a special organization. You are humans with
that
two
kills
vampires,
vampires. Yeah,
right? You're basically being led by two vampires, a butler who has wires,
with hands.
a strong ass lady in Sir Integra, right? You guys are, or you genuinely don't know if you're gonna make it home that night, because you don't even know if you're gonna turn into a ghoul. Y-
Facts.
so the concept of, oh yeah, I don't want to have any blood because it'll make me feel, no bro, no bro, there is no time for that. Like, you you're in the midst of
Yeah,
danger.
it's too late
That's
now.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then,
and
and
I
then on top of that, and then like, didn't he ask her before he did it? He was like, "Yo, do you want to live?" He asked her 2 times. Matter of fact, he's like, "Do you want to live?" She said, "Yes, I want to live." He said, "Well, there's only one way for you to live. Do you
that's
agree
it.
with it
Yeah,
or not?"
yeah,
Like, it is what it is. Like,
yeah,
what did she think was going to happen afterwards, though?
yeah, yeah. Uh, And I
Because
just
he was
hope.
going to leave her there too.
Oh yeah, no, he was no Alucard. Yeah, if she had said nah, I don't want to die, he would have left her. He would have left her. He wouldn't. He
Like,
wouldn't have.
okay,
He would
bye.
have done. He would have been like, yeah, all right, see you later,
But
innit?
then again, for his own pleasure, by birthing the first vampiress in like years,
Hmm.
or hold on, how long he said it's been? He said it's been. He
Oh
said it's been a very long time since it was like a female vampire,
yeah.
like a pure blood. Well, he said it was a long time, so he was like, "Nah." He said, "I want to do this
Hmm.
and make her his queen or something." I think or something, whatever the case might be.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell,
he was going in,
Alucard.
bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So and then what would ever happen? I don't how what would happen to the relationship with um Sir Integra and Alucard if if let's just say because I think there was a scenario, I'm not too sure, but there was a scenario where Integra got really badly hurt and Alucard
Yeah.
offered to turn her into a vampire. And
No, no, that's what it was. That was at the beginning. Like that was the first thing. Like she was like, I think she literally was about to die. Like,
no, it was
and when
no, but that's what's like that was Ceres. I'm talking about Integra. The
and
there
tech.
was
Oh
there,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
It,
yeah,
I
yeah,
forget
yeah.
which episode. I forget which episode it was, but there was where she ends up getting into hospital. Oh, shit. But
There it goes.
yeah, but in that moment, there was a moment where she was about to die, and Alucard said to her, "I can turn you into a vampire." And then obviously she said, "Don't be silly." She literally
Yeah,
said, "Don't
don't
be
do that
silly."
shit.
And I think in that moment, I feel like he rated her even higher. But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's like if she had said, "Yes, turn me into a vampire," would he have just I don't think would he just have devoured her because he would have said she's lost she's
Nah.
basically
She would have started serving him. You remember how old girl turned and start calling him master and everything? He was like, "Yo,
right.
stop calling me that type stuff." He was like, "Hey, you don't gotta call me master." He was like, just call me Alucard, basically.
Mm,
But yeah, like once if he would have turned her, bro, she knew he would have been in charge, basically, because he's the alpha vampire.
yeah.
You might well say, and like it was his bite that turned her. The same way that old girl was like Sarah's, like she was like master this, master that, master this. He was like, yo, just call me by my name. You don't gotta keep calling me master, bro. So he said it's mad annoying. That's what he was saying. He was like, I'll kill you if you don't stop calling me that. Like,
Like she was like, "You're stressing me the fuck out." He was
yeah,
like, "Stop."
facts.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
she was
yeah.
being annoying at first with that master stuff. I was like, yo, bro. I'm like, do you love him or something? Like, good gracious,
But he is
like
the
Jesus
master,
Christ.
right? Because
He
I
is
thought,
though. Yeah, he turned you into one of the first vampires in a while. Like, yeah, definitely.
man,
Yeah, I'm definitely going back to look at it.
yeah, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to get back on that, and then kind of coming back to like just as we kind of get ready to close it off, like final thoughts, like on Helsing. What are your final thoughts on Helsing just as an anime, as a series, as a manga? What are your thoughts?
All together, bro, artwork is amazing. And that's the main thing I look at first. Like, now that they have the complete, like, deluxe editions, I always wait for the deluxe edition so I won't have to buy every single volume.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did with Berserk. So now that they all the way up to date with Hellsing, I have the first. I think it's only three. Matter of fact, I think, but I have the first two, and I got to get the last one. Once I get that, I had a collection. Overall, Hellsing is a very memorable anime. Like, I wouldn't suggest that for people's first anime to look at though, but yeah, it's a very mature anime that really set the standards for a lot of newer vampire type, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
animes that's out.
Hmm.
Of course, Vampire Hunter D is it set the standard for that anyway. Like, but still, like when you think about vampires and anime, that's the first thing you look at is Hellsing, bro. Or now is of course it's Castlevania, but bruh, you look at Hellsing. Overall, I'll give it a 9 out of 10, bro. Honestly,
Is this is this
overall.
is this including Ultimate and the old
Yeah,
OVA?
I mean, this is including complete, like the complete
Yeah.
series down to the manga, artwork, characters. Like, yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I mean, because I like, oh, full disclaimer, I haven't read the manga for
man, it's
Hellsing.
insane, bro.
Yeah.
It's insane, bro.
I mean, not because I don't want to, but like per se, I think obviously, like, yeah, I think maybe maybe because usually the way I do my manga stuff is I'll watch an anime and sometimes I get pulled in so deep that I just end up
Yeah.
just diving straight into the manga. The only
Hmm.
the only thing that I've done the opposite of that is is Kingdom, because I hated the animation style for the first season, so I stayed into the manga all day long, or
Hmm.
I belong in that manga. But no, but like I love the animation for both the original 2001 version and the 2016 ultimate version. My only gripe with the ultimate version is it's too comedic, especially when
Yeah.
you're in a universe where you basically you're implying that you can die at any moment in time. There's just no jokes like that. There's no time for those jokes. And while I was at the original series, that 2001. When I say original series, you guys already know that that was what they adapted, but it wasn't really it wasn't manga accurate. But it made me feel those stakes. I genuinely felt people were in danger.
Yeah.
It had that old, those, as you said, those dark panels that made me feel like when I was watching,
Hmm.
it felt like that old England, that old dark England,
Yeah.
where like
Oh,
you just,
muggy, cloudy
yeah,
England. Yeah, I feel
yeah,
you, bro. Yeah, I know.
yeah. And I was all in there. And then like the brighter tone from Ultimate were not bad. It was just like the comedic stuff took me out of it. But like Alucard is
Hmm.
forever a goat.
Yeah.
Police Girl is up there as a top character after she gets past the whole blood stuff and and stops being weak. So I mean, like, from what I've seen of it, I think I'll probably say I'll give it a 7. um and that's not because it's not good. I think it's what stops it from being higher for me is just those comedic elements in Ultimate,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there are just
Well,
some
yeah, you know what? Yeah, I feel where you coming from with that because, like I said, they in Ultimate they covered way more stuff than the original. So it's like when you're gonna cover way more stuff, like it's like, bro, even though they are comedic in the what I'm saying, in the manga, like, but it's not as much. You already know it's always anime only stuff that they have for it. So it's like
yeah.
I feel like that anime only stuff they was trying to dumb it down for like other crowds, you might want to say. Like, of course, we can't get that grimy stuff that we got back in the day. Like, they just threw it in our face, like just straight gore in our face. Like, oh man, that's like the first time looking at Akira, and you like, what the heck did I just look at, bro? Like,
Yeah.
you literally think about that in your sleep.
You know what I mean? And yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just hoping if we do get a reanimated or a just a remake of the series, just just go back to the grimy stuff. Give me that old England that made me feel like I was scared to go outside at
Mm-hmm.
night. Give me that feel. Give me that feel so then I can really get
Mm-hmm.
back into it. No, the odd joke is fine, but make me feel like them stakes are high. That one wrong
Facts.
move, and you're cooked, you know.
Yeah.
But with that said, guys, this has obviously been myself, G, at the Anime Association. This has been Forbes as well, and this has been the Retro Anime Junkies episode of Helsing. Let us know what you
Yeah.
guys think. We look forward to kind of getting involved with that conversation with you guys, and we will see you in the next one. Who knows what it will be? You just have to find out when we're back for the next episode. So until then, everybody, take care.
Peace.